to tell me that you're gonna let an entire summer pass without showing up for the back to school season as the hottest, highest, and healthiest version of yourself you have ever been? Not on my watch. So if you want to learn how to level up your life and unlock the hottest, highest, and healthiest version of yourself by the back to school season, this is the podcast for you. Welcome to today's episode of Hot and Unbothered. I want you to imagine this. Back to school season, summer is over, everyone is showing back up for class, and they see this beautiful, stunning, confident, gorgeous girl walk in, and everyone is like, who is she? Is she new here? But no, it's just you, because you look like the hottest, highest, and healthiest version of yourself. You did not let summer go by just to show back up at school, feeling like your same old self, feeling insecure, feeling like you aren't that girl. So if you want to learn how to level up your life and become the hottest, highest, and healthiest version of yourself, this is the podcast for you. Welcome to today's episode of Hot and Unbothered. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my podcast. If you are new here, my name is Bri, and if you are not new here, welcome back, guys. I am so happy to be here with you, even if it isn't on the best circumstances, because I know some of us do not like the back to school season. Please do not kill me for doing a back to school episode this early. I know it's early days, but I also know some of you guys start school so early. It blows my mind. Whether you are in summer, whether it's the beginning of your school year, whether it is winter for you, it is never too late to learn how to level up your that girl school game. You want to show up feeling like your hottest, highest self every single day, because school does not have to be miserable. I know some of us dread the back to school season. I know, but back to school should actually be something for you to look forward to, because you get to show up and show out. You get to show up and show everyone how much you glue up this summer, how together your life is, and you get to experience fun new things and learn, which is really incredible and something we should all be grateful for. So please do not dread the school season. Hopefully this episode helps you kind of regain a new perspective of school and see it as an opportunity to show up as the best version of yourself instead of dreading it every single day. So welcome to BRI'S Declassified School Survival Guide, how to be her this school year. Be that girl that everyone is like, oh my gosh, she has her life together. Oh my gosh, she always looks so put together. Oh my gosh, I want to be her best friend. Oh my gosh, she is excelling and living her life. That's going to be you after listening to this episode. But before we dive in, you guys know I love to share a podcast review. Today we have one from Omi. They said, hey Bri, I'm Naomi, I'm 15 and from Ontario. I've been listening to your podcast since November and it's completely changed my life. I re-listened to all your episodes and they helped me so much. Through health problems, anxiety, and so much, you have been the voice that has guided me through it all. I wanted to take my power back and become the best version of myself. Through every setback I listened to an episode. You are such an inspiration. You are truly the example of a strong woman. XOXO Naomi. Naomi, my heart just melted into 1,000 pieces. I am so proud of you. And honestly, before we know it, it's going to be November and it'll be your 1-year anniversary of being a Hot and Unbothered podcast listener. And I am so glad that you have felt the growth and I'm so proud of you. Thank you guys. And make sure to leave a review on today's episode. Rate it 5 stars for the chance to be featured in next week's episode. Don't forget you can shop my sustainable size inclusive loungewear line in the description below. It's so cute and it's made to order, so it's sustainable, good for the earth. Anyway, let's dive into my back to school survival guide. We're gonna go through all 3 pillars: physical, academic, mental, social, all of the things, because there are so many different aspects of being that girl this back to school season. Not just about how you look, but also about how you feel and how you learn and how you socialize. We are going to go through it all. Number 1 though, I'm going to start with some physical tips, because when you look good, you feel good. When you take care of yourself, you feel good, and you emulate this magnetic energy when you walk into the school. So number 1 thing I need you guys to do: take care of yourselves. Overall, you want to be that girl who walks in and everyone is like, oh my gosh, she grew up, she takes care of herself, and she cares about herself. The biggest way to do this is practicing good hygiene habits. I know it sounds random, but this is a huge one that I noticed in school, starting with how you smell. Guys, you want to be that girl who everyone is like, oh my gosh, she smells so good. Do not underestimate the power of a good scent. That's all I gotta say, because that will make you seem so much more put together at school. And it also sets a good impression. It's a good conversation starter, like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. And you're like, thanks, it's blah, blah, blah. Having a signature scent for school is crucial. Maybe it's a lotion, maybe it's a perfume, maybe it's something that you put in your hair. I know not everyone wants to splurge on the most expensive designer luxury perfume in the world just to wear to school. I know that can feel like a waste. So I found my new current obsession that I have to share with you guys. If you want to smell like heaven, the Kitsch hair perfume that can also be used on your body, and it has deodorizing qualities, which is insane. It's available in 4 scents: sheer violet, warm sugar, pistachio latte, and my all-time favorite, Amber Shores. I want to lather myself in this. It smells like a warm day in Malibu during sunset. Salt, amber, driftwood. It smells so clean. It smells like your Pinterest boards, and the girl who sits behind you in class is gonna tap on your shoulder and be like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. Where did you get your perfume from? But these are so perfect to just throw in your bag or keep in your locker because they're completely leak proof and just so tiny and compact, and they fit anywhere. But getting ready for school after gym, we all need a good refresh. It's friendly on all hair types, but you could also use it for your body or even your pillow. There's actual deodorizing technology, so instead of just masking the scent like other perfumes, it actually works to neutralize the odors. My favorite part about these is that there's no harsh chemicals, so it's sulfate, paraben, all that icky stuff free. None of that. Huge thank you to Kitsch for sponsoring this portion of today's video. You guys can use my link in the description or my code to get 25% off your order. It ships to over 90 different countries, and with my code, it's only $15. I would want to be friends with anyone who's wearing these scents. Honestly, like, they smell so good. This brings me to my next tip though, being prepared. You need to have a back to school emergency kit. I love having a little pouch filled with all the essentials you could possibly need. So hair ties, perfumes, deodorant, gum, mints, pads or tampons, chapstick, hand sanitizer, a little mini mirror even. I will link my Amazon list that has all of my It Girl essentials that you need to have in your back to school emergency kit, but having this will make you feel so prepared. It'll calm your anxiety because there is nothing worse than being at school after PE or in the middle of the day or even after a rushed morning, realizing that you forgot to put deodorant on or you forgot a hair tie for gym class. So having all these things with you in your bag at all times will be a godsend. I promise you will not regret it. On the same topic of just being put together and taking care of yourself, taking care of your hair. And I know this one sounds random, but it's one I think is important to focus on, especially in school, because people sit behind you, they sit next to you, and your hair just does not hold up well throughout the day at school. So really taking the extra step to do cute hairstyles or putting a little extra product, hairspray or styling cream, something in your hair that will help it last, help with the flyaways, that makes a huge difference. Because I just remember being in school and looking in the mirror at the end of the day and being like, oh my gosh, my hair looks insane. And then you would look at the girls who have the really sleek hairstyles, or it's just always perfectly, no flyaways, anything like that. Obviously it's not going to be perfect, but it does go a really long way to learn a few cute hairstyles or invest in some cute hair products, headbands, hair clips, claw clips, things like that just make it easy, super convenient because it keeps your hair out of your face, but also makes you look 10 times more put together. Heatless hairstyles will also be such a lifesaver because to have to wake up and curl or straighten or blow out your hair in the morning is such a pain, especially before school when you have to wake up at 5 a.m. or something. I love heatless curling rods or sleeping in braids. Some people do the sock trend or the rope trend. I've been meaning to try that one, like the bathrobe rope one where you twist your hair around it, but heatless curls will save you. Any heatless hairstyles. Also sleeping with a silk bonnet so that way you don't have to worry about your frizz. Guys, I got my hair blown out one time and I slept with a silk bonnet. I didn't have to brush my hair for a week, which is a little bit crazy and probably a little too excessive of a time to go without brushing your hair, but it did save my hair and it saved me so much time. For overall hygiene, make sure that you guys are showering. I know this is crazy. I have to say it. I don't know how old you guys are, but I remember being in like middle school and there were some people who didn't shower or wear deodorant, and it just was kind of not that girl. So that would be a tip for you. You just don't want to be smelly at school. I know that's a weird tip to be sharing. Guys, don't stink. And as for your makeup, sometimes less is definitely more. So it's okay if you don't have a full hour every morning to do a full beat makeup routine, but just doing the rule of 3. The rule of 3 is even if you just have 3 makeup products, maybe you want to do eyebrow gel, mascara, and lip gloss. That is perfect. You don't need all the makeup in the world. You just need what makes you feel good. Less is definitely more, because I've personally seen when people do a full beat or they really pack on the makeup, by midday, lunchtime, their makeup is creasing or caking and it doesn't look good. To each their own though, because some people look so good with the full beat, but I definitely recommend bringing maybe some powder or anything to touch up, just so you are always looking crisp and clean all day. We don't need you looking crusty out here, guys. We got you. Knowing how to dress is so huge. Number 1 tip I'm going to give you guys is to follow dress code. If you're starting at a new school, make sure you deeply and carefully read what the dress code is and that you understand it so that you don't get caught dressing in something that is not allowed at school, because I'm telling you, it's not worth it to have to change into whatever icky loner school clothes that they have for you. It's just not fun. I remember at one of my schools, the loner shorts that you had to wear if you got dress code were bright green. Cruel punishment. So I know that crop top that you want to wear is really cute, but maybe layer it with a cardigan today just so you can play it safe. If you can, even keep some backup clothes or a sweater or jacket in your locker so you are prepared at all times. You never know what's going to happen, but don't get caught in dress code because it won't be worth it. I promise. I know figuring out what to wear to school can be a huge stress. So another huge helpful tip I have is to, 1, have a rotation of outfits that you know you love. Simple ones that you know are dress code friendly, you know that look good on you and fit well and are comfortable to wear throughout the school day. Have a rotation of outfits. You don't need to pick out a new, never seen before outfit every single day. Do not be afraid to outfit repeat. And also, if you invest in really good basics, it's okay if you repeat those pieces, and then that way it makes it easy to mix and match them, and you can come up with new outfits that look really put together, but they're actually just your same outfits on rotation, mixed and matched with each other. Something that will save you the most stress is to pick out your outfit the night before. The amount of times I've been running late because I couldn't pick out an outfit, and then I ended up showing up at school in something that I hated. So it's definitely helpful to think about that the night before. The extra 5 minutes you spend trying on your outfit the night before is so worth it compared to the 20 minutes of stress and mental breakdown that you will save yourself from trying to do the morning of. And on that topic, also packing your backpack and getting everything, lunch, all of it together the night before will save you all the stress. Having some staple jewelry pieces to add to your outfits as well. I love having a good chunky earring or maybe a statement necklace of sorts, just so you can kind of spice up your regular outfits. Even if you have to wear a uniform, having jewelry, if it's allowed, maybe some rings or earrings, helps make it your own. And invest in quality jewelry. I don't mean invest all your money, guys. Amazon has some stainless steel jewelry pieces I love. These earrings that I'm wearing, if you're watching, you can see. I wear these in the shower. I wear these in the pool. They don't tarnish. They were definitely less than $12, but make sure you're just reading reviews, getting high quality jewelry. Again, I'll link everything in my Amazon storefront for you guys below, but having nice jewelry, and it can be cheap, it can be lightweight, it can be comfortable, but just that looks nice. It's not all rusty and tarnished. That will make a huge difference in your outfit game as well and feeling overall put together and Pinterest worthy. Also, if you wake up one morning and you are running late, it is okay if you don't have time for makeup, outfit, hair, all of it. Just choose 2. Maybe you want to be comfy one day and you throw on a pair of sweatpants and a hoodie because you have nothing else to wear. Then you can do a cute slick back claw clip and some mascara, lip gloss, and eyebrow gel. There you go. You instantly look put together. You instantly look like it was intentional, and no one is going to know that you are running late. But in the event of running late, let me just say, to prevent that overall, something that helps a ton is to follow a consistent routine, morning and night. I know a lot of people pay attention to the morning routine, but the night routine is what is going to set you up for success. Throughout the week, try your best to go to sleep at the exact same time. Even if you haven't started school yet, I would start trying your best to go to sleep a little bit earlier throughout the weeks leading up to school, so that way when you have to go to sleep once school starts, it's not absolutely impossible for you to do, and you don't wake up with bloodshot eyes or oversleep when school starts. That's super helpful, is getting into the swing of a good night routine. So make sure you guys are getting off your electronics a couple hours before bed so that you could sleep well. Sleep is so underrated when you are in school. Sleep is something that I completely neglected doing school. I was always up late and I always was procrastinating, and then I always felt terrible the next day. I couldn't learn, I couldn't focus, I looked really bad. So do yourself a favor and sleep. It's a very simple yet very underrated tip, so it's something I know you are all capable of. Again, making sure that you are waking up consistently at the same time every morning and allowing yourself ample time. If you realize that you are rushing and you're feeling stressed out, rushing at the last second trying to get through the door before school, maybe allow yourself just even 10 or 15 extra minutes. Wake up 10 or 15 minutes earlier so that way you can really enjoy your morning time. I, growing up, was always rushing out the door and it was never fun, and you'd get to school and you'd be all scatterbrained and you realize that you forgot something. So make sure you follow a consistent routine that will do wonders in making you feel just overall prepared and confident walking into school. Being late is literally just the worst. There is no worse feeling. And think about when you see that girl. Do you ever see her running in late, all scrambled, all scatterbrained? No. She's always on time, she's always ready, and willing to accept whatever experiences and opportunities come her way. I feel that I can just be so much more present when I am on time and when I am prepared, opposed to when I'm not and I just rushed out the door. So again, pack your lunch the night before, get your water bottle ready. Having a cute water bottle is a huge tip. Staying hydrated for school is just game changer. You are gonna glow like no other, but also it's super important to just feel nourished throughout the day. Having a cute water bottle is huge. And also, write your name on all your belongings or something, put a sticker on it to identify that it's yours, because it's the worst losing stuff at school. Like, get a cute water bottle. There's nothing worse than being thirsty in class, or you have to cough, your throat is getting scratchy and you don't have any water. And same thing goes with lunch, guys. Pack your snacks, pack your lunch, be prepared, because I know that we cannot focus when we are hungry. You cannot learn when you are hungry. You are not you. When you are hungry, you are not a baddie. When you are hungry. And there's no worse feeling than when your stomach is grumbling in class and everyone's looking around like, who is that? Guys, also, this is the randomest hack that I was not expecting to include in this video, but it is a back to school tip, and I used it so much in school. If your stomach is grumbling in class because you're hungry, push out like you're bloating when you take a breath out and just pretending you have a belly. Push your stomach out, and that will help, hopefully, with the grumbling. Hopefully. I actually used that one so much in school, and I'm pretty sure I heard it in a YouTube video back in the day. As for your backpack, make sure that you keep it organized at all times. You don't need loose papers floating around in there. You don't need trash floating around in there. Every single day, clean out your backpack and pack it so it is all nice and fresh for the next day, and you don't have to be in class scrambling trying to find your assignments. Also, on the topic of backpacks, don't go for what's trendy, go for what's functional and what you like and is comfortable and true to you. There's been way too many times throughout the years where a new backpack would be trending mid-school year, and I would beg my mom for this backpack and I would get it, and then it would be cheap and break and super uncomfortable and hurt my shoulders. Also, another random tip I did not expect to include in this video. If you guys have a backpack or even a shoulder bag, switch which side you put it on every time you put it on. This is very random, but switch each side, alternates when you're putting it on, so that way only one shoulder isn't getting sore. You're evening it out. This was a tip that a real chiropractor or someone who is certified said, so that way you're keeping it even, because backpacks are so heavy. Also, guys, make sure you're doing your hand sanitizer during school, especially before lunch, because guys, those school desks can have more germs than a toilet seat, which is absolutely disgusting. Now we're gonna move into some social tips, which is actually so important. Your social life in school does affect a lot. It does affect your experience. Number one thing I need to tell you is to not give in to the clickiness. Don't give in to the cliques and the exclusivity of groups. Do not give in to popularity. Popularity is the most irrelevant thing in the world. It does not matter if you're popular in school. Once you get into the real world, it means nothing. I can tell you that it means absolutely nothing, so don't focus on that either. What you need to focus on is actually being present and intentional with the people you meet, and focus on building a circle of people who actually make you feel good. If someone isn't making you feel good, it's okay. Maybe that's not your friend. Don't give in to bullies, don't give in to any of it. I have an entire episode on fake friends and how to make friends, but go make new friends and meet new people. Try to meet as many people as possible. I know it's such a cliche thing to kind of want to stick to the certain groups and stay within your status quo, and I'm a cheerleader, so I only hang out with cheerleaders and I only talk to football boys. No. None of that is real, guys. Go and meet and be nice to as many people as you can. You never know who you're going to meet. You can meet your best friend in the most unassuming way. And if you struggle to make friends or find people to talk to, getting involved is huge. Do team sports, do school plays, extracurriculars, instruments, band. If that's not your thing, you can get involved in student body. You can get involved in clubs. Look for ways to get involved in group settings, and that will put you at the liberty to meet new people. And don't be afraid to go up to somebody, especially on the first day of school, compliment them. That's a great conversation starter, is just a compliment, or just say, "Hi, I'm Bri. I really like your shoes," or "Hey, do you know where this is?" If you're lost or anything on the first day of school, just ask someone and they can become your best friend. Isn't that so cool? And so overall, just don't act like you're too cool for anyone or anything. Don't give in to peer pressure. If someone's saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm too cool for this pep rally, I'm gonna ditch it, I'm gonna skip it." If you really want to go to the pep rally, you don't have to do what they're gonna do. It's okay to say no. The hugest social tip, guys, that will save you in school. This should be the title of the video because it's this important. Do not gossip. This will save your life and it will save your overall school experience. I beg of you, do not gossip. Gossip and drama in school is so irrelevant. There are so many times when I, throughout school, was caught up in some sort of world-crushing gossip or drama or situation, and I thought it was the end of my life. Guys, it's not, but it's not worth the time and the stress that it consumes you with when you are going through it. So do not talk bad about people. Do not gossip. Do not partake in rumors. If someone is trying to gossip with you, it is okay to say, "Oh, you know what? I don't gossip. I'm not comfortable with that." Or, "Oh, leave me out of this." Don't be afraid to say that. It is not cool to gossip, and some people aren't mature enough to realize that when they're in school. So if you say, "You know what? I don't gossip," that person might not even understand it right now in the moment, but in a few years from now, they're going to be like, "Wow, that person was so noble and so loyal, and that was so big of them." A lot of people might not have understood this in high school, but I promise you guys, everyone now who is out of school is like, that gossip, that drama was so irrelevant. It is so irrelevant. If there's one thing I could beg you not to do while you're in school, it is gossip. It's so pointless. Save yourself the time, seriously. And again, don't drain your energy on fake friends. Listen to my full fake friends episode if you need more of a breakdown of what to look out for or how to break off a friendship that is just not serving your best interest. But don't try to do what's cool. Don't try to fit in with others. Don't change yourself for anybody. It will never be worth it. Just be yourself, like your mommy always told you, and people will like you. I promise you will find your crowd. It's not worth it to pretend to be someone else. Even if you do gain their friendship or their validation from acting a certain way, that's not really you. So are you even happy with that? I'm going to dive into a few academic tips on how to stay organized and do well overall in school. But if you guys want an in-depth episode, I was thinking of doing one, how to be an academic weapon without jeopardizing your social life. I think that one's a fun title, and I think that it could be cool. So I could do in-depth study hacks, tips like that on how to perform well in school while maintaining your sanity. If you guys want that episode, let me know, but I'm going to give you a few right now. Number one is to be present in school. This might sound so silly. Everything else that I just told you is going to set you up for success to be in a position where you're able to be present in class. But something that I wish I could do if I weren't so exhausted or so rushed, I wish that I could go back to school and be more present and just pay more attention. You truly do get out of school what you put into it. So if in school, number one, socially, you're like, "I don't care about making friends. I don't want to go to these stupid dances, these stupid pep rallies," you aren't going to succeed. You aren't going to meet people. And in the same way, if you're going to school and you're showing up to class like, I don't want to learn today. I'm just going to zone out, whatever. I don't want to pay attention. This is so boring. You aren't going to learn. But take this from someone who is no longer in school. I wish I paid attention more, not even in a putting pressure on myself kind of way, but there is so much information in the world and so much to learn, and being knowledgeable and being smart and knowing things is just so attractive. So no, it's not the end of the world if you get a bad grade, but at the same time, learning can be so fun. That makes me sound so lame to you kids, I know, but learning can be so fun, and it's so cool to just have some facts in your head and just know them. It's really impressive. And the fact that we have access to education when so many people in the world don't, it is totally something we take for granted. Practice time management. Do not procrastinate. Take it from me, the worst procrastinator in the world when I was in school. I would be doing papers in between classes, and all my friends would be having fun at lunch and having good conversations, eating their snacks and playing games or whatever, and I would be sitting there all stressed out trying to finish my work because I didn't do it because I procrastinated and stayed up late the night before and I didn't follow my routine, and I was so stressed out and it was the worst feeling. So also, not procrastinating will allow you to be more present. There's no worse feeling than rushing to get a paper finished the night before. So if you have an assignment due, I know this is common sense for some of us, don't wait until the last second to turn it in. I promise it's not worth it. What will really help with this is getting a planner or an agenda just to help you keep everything organized. I personally love the checkbox system when I was doing assignments. So if I have a ton of homework in one class, number one, I like to color code. I like to write all the stuff for one class in a certain color in my agenda, so I just know what I'm looking at, and I like to check things off. And you can keep a calendar and write down what days things are due. Put reminders in your phone if you really need to. There's a lot of options, but just stay organized and stay on top of your assignments. But I just overall want to reiterate that it's not cool not to care. Somewhere down the line with social media and movies and media in general, we collected this idea that it would be cool and ditzy and quirky to not care or to talk back to teachers or to not pay attention or to yawn in class and be dumb. Where did that stigma come from? Like, it's cute to be ditzy and dumb and not pay attention. I don't know, but it's not real. Don't be afraid to be smart and study and try in school and enjoy school. There was that era of, oh my gosh, I'm so edgy, I'm so cool, I don't care about school, I don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. Girl, we're blessed. Girl, we are literally blessed, and this is gonna help us with our future, so why not pay attention? You truly do get out of school what you put into it, so put the most into it because you have to be at school anyway. Why not romanticize it? Why not make it an experience that you will enjoy and look forward to instead of one that you dread every single day? It doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. So I encourage you guys to just put some energy into it, romanticize it, watch some shows or movies about school, watch Clueless, watch The OC, any shows where they go to school. You can even watch those. High School Musical. Just watch them and pretend that you are in a movie or a show and you're just romanticizing life. It's really that easy. But I wish you all a happy school season. Let me know if there's any other back to school episodes you guys want. Enjoy the rest of your summer if you still have summer left. But don't forget, you guys, you can join my Hot and Unbothered community. I actually am offering one-on-one or group FaceTime calls so that we can talk about life, and if there's anything specific that you guys need advice or guidance for, we can all be in this community to talk to each other. So it's a community I created. There are articles, there's conversations, chat rooms, weekly calls. We're gonna do some meetups, things like that. So if you want to join the Hot and Unbothered community, I have it linked below for you guys. It's super fun. It's a great place to be, and I'm really excited that we have people in it. I think that's so cool. You can also join the Instagram group chat. My Instagram is at Brianna Gomez with 2 B's. Same on TikTok, Pinterest, Spotify. Don't forget to rate the podcast 5 stars on Spotify and leave a review for the chance to be featured in next week's episode. Add me on Snapchat. Did I already say that? Brianna Gomez with 2 B's. Follow the podcast at Hot Unbothered on Instagram and TikTok. But don't forget to shop my clothing line, you guys. There's some flared pants if you guys want something cute for back to school. A little cami that would be so cute with a zip up or a cardigan. There's also shorts if you want to keep it loungewear for at home, work out in it, whatever is your cup of tea. Also, if there's any Hot and Unbothered besties who are over the age of 16 in Southern California, I want to do a little meetup for my birthday. That's August 1st. So let me know if you guys are in the area. Send me a message or a comment. But I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you know that you are so loved, you are never alone, and you are so necessary to this world. And I will see you next Bri-day. Bye. Mwah.